These videos are not for children. Alright, I've been holding this off for a bit. It's time we talk about the worst fucking romance story I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. Comic books are notorious for messy romances, but this is the cream of the crop of shitty romance stories. We're going to talk about the love triangle between Peter Parker, Mary Jane Watson, and Felicia Hardy, aka the Black Cat. We'll start with Mary Jane and Peter Parker. So, back in the day, Peter and MJ used to be a married couple. Mary Jane was an actress who came from a home ran by an abusive father. Don't worry, adaptations don't bring this up ever again. And she was the wind underneath Peter's wings. Now, Mary Jane back then, I didn't really care for. She was definitely at her best during this period, but she was just kind of She wasn't bad like nowadays. She was just boring. And then one more day happened, where in this one, Peter and MJ sold their marriage to the devil to save Peter's 1,000-year-old auntie. And since then, Peter has been nothing but simping and being down bad with her ever since. Every time Mary Jane appears, they will always be this will they won't they shit. And they stretched it out for decades upon end. The expensive one. Oh hey, they're finally reestablished relationship. Zebo, no, they're not together again anymore. And they have Mary Jane date new niggas every other week, like this dude named Paul, who by way destroy an entire planet, yet they try to have him morally grandstand Peter Parker, which is fucking nasty. And then there's just a never-ending cycle of together, no, together, dates a new dude, Peter being down bad, etc. And after one more day, they pretty much had no idea what to do with Mary Jane, as this is literally just a cycle for her going on and on and on again. And as for Black Cat, I have a lot more to say of her. First off, I need to clear some misconceptions. The whole she being upset at Peter when he takes off his mask actually has a backstory. Back when Felicia, before she became Black Cat, she had this toxic boyfriend who, this attraction is great her. If you're a FNAF viewer, you know what I mean by that. Which ended up traumatizing her, so because of this traumatizing event, she was terrified by men, and she felt that Peter was the only one she could trust. And she has long since accepted Peter Parker, both with and without the mask. And matter of fact, nowadays, I argue they have more interactions when they're outside of costume. Also, she is not a fucking supervillain. She is an anti-hero. The reason she steals is because, I don't know if y'all know this, but New York City, the Marvel Universe, is one of the worst fucking cities ever to exist. It is super corrupt, super villains and crime lords run the goddamn place, and it's impossible to make a living since all the businesses and whatnot get blown the fuck up. So it makes perfect sense. She has gone on to become her own hero and help out others. Also, her and Mary Jane are not love rivals. They are literally homegirls, bro. They literally work together and they help each other out. Now going back to this, for some reason the writers just don't treat Black Cat normally. Like every time she's around Peter always is like this one scene, for example, we asked her out on a date. He's always trembling, he's always glossing over her and talk about how good she looks. Like this one image where she's drawn in extreme detail. Like nigga, we're still doing this 100-something issues in. And lastly, in general, Black Cat is just super sexualized. Like, I guess she's a baddie, I get that, but focusing on shots of her ass or excessive shots of her breasts, or this one little inside joke where it's literally a little kid, he's like, yes, thank God, because he sees two hot adult women in his bedroom, which, first off, whoever made that scene needs to go to jail, because what the fuck? Like, I get Black Cat was good, but that's not her only character trait. Every time she appears, they always have her just look pretty and get hit on by guys. And like MJ, it's this cycle. They're together, they break up, because either her methods or Peter because the mission. She sees Peter down in the dumps. She helps him get back up, and they get back together. And it goes on and on for years, and they keep trying to have her revert to being a fucking villain, and it's tiring. This is really what the comics turned into. Mind you, this is supposed to be a series about a teenager with superpowers fighting crime, but instead it turned into this fucking Wattpad DeviantArt fanfiction. Like, I get romance is a part of comic books, but if you're gonna write a romance this fucking sloppy and this poorly paced, or this fucking worldy wondy shit, like, ever since his marriage and the divorce, there is no progress in either one of these goddamn stories. And this isn't even a slight against Mary Jane or Felicia Hardy as characters, because I like Felicia and she's my favorite character, and I do think Mary Jane should have better writing with her. And I'm not necessarily mad that they don't really date Peter anymore, because I love Peter, but this nigga is a gooner and a simp and a weirdo. Like this one issue where they brought him back to life after like a villain put him in a coma, and then he's just like, "Oh my god, it's that dream again. Please be gentle." Because while he was in a coma, he was dreaming about them having a three-way, and then Mary Jane looks at Black Cat, and then they were just so damn tired of this. Just because he saved their lives doesn't mean you need to suck his dick. Nobody owes you a relationship. Nah. Instead, the reason I'm upset is because this entire saga and this entire plotline was one big fucking waste of time. Like, my nigga, that was decades and hundreds of issues of being down bad and lollygagging just to try to restore this fucking marriage, just for him to get no ass. And then this relationship with one of my favorite characters, an amazing backstory for said love interest, great development, her own fucking stories. What do they do? Once again, nigga being down bad, them treating her like a sex object rather than a natural character. Every time she fucking appears, they always just focus more on her body and not writing her like a natural fucking person. And people don't read her origin story, so they think that this is what she actually is, when it's literally not. And then, all of this, just for neither of them to get together. So what the fuck was the point of this whole goddamn story? Like, bruh. I don't understand it. Like, apparently he can't marry either of them because it makes him not relatable. But, like, a grown man watching a family while trying to manage his responsibilities is relatable. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, many fans, including myself, have wanted Peter and other superheroes like Batman to get married for years. I don't fucking get this. I honestly don't want him and Mary Jane to be together ever again because they fuck up this relationship and Mary Jane so much to the point where it's not even funny. They literally just turn Mary Jane into a female stereotype and it's so goddamn annoying. And I love Black Cat, but they're just going to keep doing this cycle of Peter simping and gooning and pining over her, the other male characters treating her like eye candy, drawing shit like this, literally just to get niggas to read. I don't think it's worth it, bro. I love Black Cat. She deserves better. I'm not really that big fan of MJ, but even though I think MJ deserves better than this shit, I'm just done with this dude. Like, have them move on. Have them just be friends, because this is not it, dude. Marvel, do better. What the fuck is this, bruh?